B&B spoilers. RJ Forrester's shocking new crush. The Forresters are coming home for the holidays and bold, and the beautiful spoilers say RJ Forrester is too. It has been over a year since Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., and Brooke Logan's Catherine Kelly Lang son was in the mix. Obviously, the young Forrester hunk will need a love interest, and his choice could raise a few eyebrows. Is there going to be a new woman in RJ Forrester's life when he's back on the soap? Keep reading to find out. Here's what's coming up next on Bold and the Beautiful. Spoilers down below. Where did RJ Forrester go? The last time we saw RJ Forrester, Joshua Hoffman, he was trying to make himself scarce. When word got out that his girlfriend Luna Nozoa, Lisa Yamada, was a serial killer, RJ seemingly vanished. Luna was cool with cutting ties. Whenever she got released from jail or came back from the dead, she didn't even try to contact him. Come to think of it, when was the last time anyone contacted RJ? Did his parents even bother to tell him they got married again? A new RJ in town. Word on the internet is the role of RJ Forrester may have been recasted. TikTok star Brian Nicoletti was recently spotted on the set of the CBS soap, and fans are convinced he is playing the part of Bridges' prodigal son. There aren't many women in RJ Forrester's age group on Bold and the Beautiful, and the picking is even slimmer when you remove his relatives from the list. But a lot of viewers forget that RJ's father Ridge isn't technically Hia Forrester and is really Massimo's son. Electra catches RJ's eye. Although it's a little too close for comfort for a lot of us, rumor has it that RJ will start spending time with his fake cousin Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, at the office. Unlike her current boyfriend Will, RJ actually has a passion for fashion and they have a lot in common. Do you think when RJ comes home that sparks could fly between him and Electra? Do you think the pairing would be strange since they legally have the same last name? The holiday season in Los Angeles is usually a time of glitz, glamour, and Forrester family traditions. But this year, a shadow has fallen over the mansion. If you've been tuning into the Bold and the Beautiful lately, you know that the air is thick with tension. But the most devastating news involves the bridge between the Logan and Forrester dynasties. RJ Forrester. For months, fans have been asking the same question. Where is RJ? Today, we finally have the heartbreaking clarity we've been dreading. Between shocking casting shakeups and the fallout of a family in ruins, here is the full breakdown of the very sad news surrounding Ridge and Brooke's only son. 1. The empty chair. RJ's disappearance confirmed. While the Forresters gathered to celebrate Christmas 2025, the absence of RJ, played by Joshua Hoffman, was impossible to ignore. For a character who was brought back to be the heart of the family and a peacemaker between his warring sisters, Steffi and Hope, his complete erasure from recent major storylines has been a bitter pill for fans to swallow. The sad news hitting the headlines today is the realization that RJ has been effectively written off the canvas. Despite being the genetic link that should theoretically unite the show's two lead families, the writers have moved forward with a Forrester Creations era that seemingly has no room for him. 2. The recast rumors. A new face for a broken heart? Adding to the emotional roller coaster, recent behind-the-scenes leaks have sent the fandom into a frenzy. Reports have surfaced of a new actor, Brian Nicoletti, appearing at the B&B holiday party alongside veterans John McCook, Eric, and Torsten K. Ridge. While the show has not officially confirmed a recast, the sadness for many viewers lies in the potential loss of Joshua Hoffman. Hoffman brought a sensitive, modern energy to RJ, especially during the tragic Luna storyline. Seeing that chapter close so abruptly and the character potentially overhauled feels like an end of an era for those who enjoyed his portrayal of the influencer turned designer. 3. A legacy in limbo. Why the writers failed RJ. To understand why this news is so very sad, we have to look at the missed opportunities. RJ was supposed to be the future. Instead, he became a background player to the Luna disaster. After his girlfriend Luna turned out to be a murderous kidnapper, RJ was left with a shattered heart and almost zero screen time to process the trauma. The corporate war, As Ridge and Steffi pushed Eric toward retirement and battled Hope over her fashion line, RJ, the one person who could have navigated both sides, was nowhere to be found. For fans, the tragedy isn't just a character leaving. It's the death of a storyline that could have redefined the show. For the Forrester International excuse. In the world of soaps, when a character vanishes without a funeral, they are usually sent to Forrester International in Paris or Milan. However, the lack of even a mention of RJ during the holiday episodes has felt like a slap in the face to loyal viewers. Is he in Europe? Is he hiding from the memory of Luna? The silence from the writer's room is what makes this today's sad news. It signals that the character, once touted as the next lead, is no longer a priority. 5. What this means for Brooke and Ridge. The bridge, Brooke and Ridge, relationship is the foundation of the show, and RJ is their only biological child together. His absence leaves a void in their home. As Brooke struggles with Katie's new fashion house rivalry and Ridge deals with his own ego, the loss of their golden boy means there is no one left to remind them of the love that created him. The impact on the new generation. With RJ gone, the younger set is now dominated by Will Spencer and Electra Forrester. While their chemistry is undeniable, the lack of an RJ figure creates a lopsided dynamic. We are losing the perspective of the son who wanted to stay out of the drama, but always got pulled back in. Final thoughts. Is there hope for a return? While the news today is heavy with the scent of an exit, The Bold and the Beautiful is famous for its revolving door. Whether it's Joshua Hoffman returning after a break or a fresh face stepping into the role to challenge the status quo in 2026, we can only hope this sad news is a see you later rather than a goodbye. The Forrester mansion feels a little colder this December. R.J. Forrester represented a bridge between worlds. And without him, the gap between the Logans and the Forresters is wider than ever. What do you think of R.J.'s sudden exit? Are you heartbroken to see Joshua Hoffman go? Or are you ready for a recast to shake things up? And the Beautiful has turned unmistakably somber. And at the center of today's very sad news is R.J. Forrester, the young heir who once represented hope, healing, and a fresh creative spark at Forrester Creations. In a stunning turn of events, RJ's carefully rebuilt world is beginning to crack, and the fallout promises to be emotional, personal, and devastating for everyone who loves him. For weeks, viewers have watched RJ try to balance loyalty, love, and legacy. He returned to Los Angeles determined to honor the Forrester name while protecting the people who matter most to him. But now, B&B spoilers suggest that RJ is about to face a truth so painful, it threatens to derail his future and reopen wounds that never fully healed. A son caught between giants, RJ Forrester has always been different. As the son of Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan, he grew up in the shadow of two powerful forces, fashion royalty and emotional chaos. Yet RJ carved out his own identity. Gentler than Ridge, more introspective than many Forresters, and deeply empathetic. His return to Forrester Creations felt symbolic. It wasn't just about fashion, it was about family. RJ wanted to help heal old scars, especially those involving Eric Forrester, whose health struggles quietly brought RJ back into the fold. That mission gave RJ purpose. It grounded him. But purpose can crumble when the foundation is built on secrets. The secret that changes everything. According to the latest spoilers, RJ is on the brink of discovering a devastating truth, one that was deliberately kept from him for his own good. The problem? Lies told in love still leave scars. Whispers point to a secret involving Eric, Ridge, and a decision that directly affected RJ's place in the company and in the family. Whether it's a hidden diagnosis, a manipulated creative credit, or betrayal tied to Forrester Creations' future, the emotional impact is undeniable. RJ has always believed in honesty. Learning that those he trusted most chose silence over truth will hit him harder than anyone expects. This isn't just disappointment. This is heartbreak. Ridge Forrester's crushing guilt. No one feels the weight of this more than Ridge. As a father, Ridge loves RJ fiercely, but his pattern of protecting his children by controlling the narrative is once again coming back to haunt him. Spoilers hint that Ridge knew revealing the truth would hurt RJ, but hiding it may destroy him. When RJ confronts Ridge, viewers should brace themselves. This won't be a shouting match, it'll be worse. It'll be quiet, stunned disbelief, the kind that lingers. RJ won't just question Ridge's choices. He'll question his faith in his father. And Ridge? He may finally realize that in trying to shield RJ from pain, he taught him the most painful lesson of all, that trust in the Forrester family comes with a price. Brooke Logan watches her son break. For Brooke, this storyline is almost unbearable. She has always seen RJ as the sensitive soul who felt everything deeply. While Ridge pushed and demanded greatness, Brooke nurtured and protected. Now, she's forced to watch her son absorb a truth that threatens his confidence and his sense of belonging. Sources suggest Brooke will urge RJ to talk, to lean on her, but RJ may pull away instead. Why? Because sometimes the deepest sadness doesn't explode. It goes silent. RJ's pain won't look dramatic at first. It will look like withdrawal, distance, a young man questioning whether the family he fought so hard to return to truly deserves his loyalty. Luna's helpless heartbreak. Adding another layer of sadness is Luna, who has become RJ's emotional anchor. Luna believes in RJ not as a Forrester but as a man. Seeing him spiral, watching his light dim, will break her heart. Spoilers hint that Luna may sense something is wrong before RJ even finds the words to explain it. She'll try to reach him. She'll offer support. But she may soon realize that this is a battle RJ feels he has to face alone. And that realization could push Luna into her own emotional crisis, wondering if love is enough when someone is drowning in family pain. A creative dream on the brink. Beyond the emotional devastation, RJ's future at Forrester Creations is suddenly uncertain. RJ returned with passion for design and storytelling. He wasn't chasing power, he was chasing meaning. But now, with trust shattered and secrets exposed, RJ may question whether he even belongs in the company that bears his name. Spoilers tease that RJ could consider stepping away from fashion entirely. Imagine the tragedy of that. A Forrester who chose the family legacy, only to walk away because it hurt too much to stay. If RJ leaves, it won't be in anger. It will be in quiet heartbreak. And sometimes those exits hurt the most. Eric Forrester's regret comes too late. At the heart of this storm is Eric Forrester, the patriarch whose decisions, however well-intended, set this tragedy in motion. Eric loves RJ deeply. That much is undeniable. But spoilers suggest Eric may have underestimated how much truth matters to his grandson. When RJ finally learns the full story, Eric could be forced to confront a painful reality, that his attempt to preserve harmony may have cost him RJ's trust. There's a strong possibility of an emotional scene between Eric and RJ, one filled with tears, apologies, and words that come too late. And for a family built on legacy, losing emotional connection may be the greatest loss of all. The Logan, Forrester rift widens again. As if the situation weren't sad enough, RJ's heartbreak could reignite old tensions between the Logans and the Forresters. Brooke will defend her son fiercely. Ridge will struggle with guilt. And other family members, each with their own loyalties, may choose sides. RJ never wanted to be a battlefield. Yet, once again, he may find himself standing in the crossfire of a family war he never asked for. What happens next? The most heartbreaking part of today's very sad news isn't just what RJ learns. It's what it might turn him into. Will he become guarded? Will he lose his optimism? Will he stop believing that honesty can exist in the Forrester world? Or will this pain forge a stronger, more independent RJ, one who finally breaks free from the expectations that have weighed on him his entire life? Spoilers hint that the coming weeks will be pivotal. RJ's choices will shape not just his future, but the emotional direction of the show itself. Final thoughts. A quiet tragedy unfolds. R.J. Forrester's storyline isn't about scandal or shock value. It's about something far more painful: disillusionment. Watching a good-hearted character realize that love doesn't always come with truth is a uniquely sad experience. And the bold and the beautiful is leaning fully into that emotional weight. Today's very sad news marks the beginning of a chapter filled with reflection, regret, and possibly irreversible change. One thing is certain: R.J. Forrester will never see his family the same way again. Updates and fan discussions make it clear that R.J. Forrester's absence from the bold and the beautiful has become one of the most talked about and emotional topics among fans. So much that some people feel like this is the saddest soap news of the season. But first, let's clarify what's really happening. Television. Who is R.J. Forrester? R.J. Forrester is a fictional character on the long-running daytime drama The Bold and the Beautiful. He is the son of Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan, making him a member of two of the show's most central families. So Pub. He was portrayed by actor Joshua Hoffman, who debuted in the role in 2023. MichaelFairmanTV.com. Frowning face. Why fans are saying sad news about RJ ? He hasn't been seen on screen in ages. Fans have been noticing for a long time that RJ hasn't appeared in the soap's episodes or major storylines. In fact, it's been so long that some viewers are convinced the writers simply forgot about him. A rare and dramatic omission, given his importance to the Forrester family. Soap Hub +1. Fans on social platforms have expressed very strong feelings about his absence. Everything from disappointment to outright sadness. Some posts jokingly suggest he went off to Tahiti, while others point out how emotional and unresolved his storyline feels. Reddit +1. Cyclone. What happened to RJ within the show? Within the Bold and the Beautiful continuity, RJ's status has been vague. The last major storyline involving him centered around his relationship with Luna, a character whose traumatic arc deeply affected him emotionally. So Pub. That storyline ended badly, with Luna revealed to be untrustworthy and morally conflicted, leaving RJ with heartbreak and no clear path forward. So Pub. After that, the show simply didn't bring him back into the fold, which is especially unusual for a character of his lineage. So Pub. Crying face. Fans describe RJ's absence as sad news. Many viewers feel like it's a loss, not because the character literally died, but because he was positioned for big storylines involving Forrester family drama. His arc with Luna had real emotional weight. But then he was written out without closure. No explanation of where he went, what he's doing, or whether he'll ever return. Reddit. That's why some fans online describe the situation as really sad news, not a physical tragedy, but an emotional one for longtime watchers of the show. Chart decreasing. Why isn't RJ on the show? There's no formal explanation from the producers. However, industry and fan speculation includes Pushpin 1. Lack of storyline. Soap writers sometimes sideline characters if they don't have an active arc. RJ was caught between family drama and romance plots that other characters took center stage in. Soap Hub. Pushpin 2. Show focus shift. The Bold and the Beautiful is emphasizing other characters, like Will Spencer, in youth-oriented storylines, leaving RJ sidelined. Soap Hub. Pushpin 3. Actor availability. There's speculation that actor Joshua Hoffman's schedule or the production's choices contributed to RJ's absence, though nothing has been confirmed publicly. Yahoo! Brain. So where did RJ go? From everything reported and discussed. White heavy checkmark. He hasn't died. There's no credible report that the character was killed off. All information points to him simply not being featured. Yahoo! White heavy checkmark. He's just not shown on screen. Fans believe the character was quietly written out of recent episodes, with no explanation. Soap Hub. ? No official storyline conclusion. As of today, the show has not given a clear reason for RJ's absence or answered where he's supposed to be now within the narrative. Yahoo! This unresolved storyline is what feels sad to fans, like a beloved or promising character was just dropped. Many fans hope the bold and the beautiful will eventually bring him back with closure or a reinvigorated plot. Reddit. Broken heart why fans are emotionally invested. R.J. Forrester's story had emotional stakes that resonated with viewers. He's part of the legacy Forrester/Logan family, meaning he's tied to decades of soap history. His relationship with Luna was a rare storyline that gave him depth and vulnerability. His absence leaves a narrative hole in the family dynamics that shouldn't be easily ignored. Soap Hub. Fans miss seeing him interact with his mother Brooke, his father Ridge, his grandfather Eric, his cousins and siblings. Not seeing him during pivotal family moments feels like a real loss to viewers, even though it's fictional. Soap Hub. Television. Could R.J. Forrester return? Yes, soap operas have a long tradition of counterclockwise arrows button recases, bringing back characters with new actors. Surprise returns. Characters who vanish and then reappear with major plot twists. Collision future storylines. Producers sometimes wait to build a bigger role for a character before reintroducing them. Fans are actively discussing rumors that RJ might return, and social platforms show support for him coming back. Reddit. Sparkle's final thoughts. The today very sad news perspective. So here's the bottom line. Crossmark R.J. Forrester is not dead in real life. There's no actual sad news like that. No obituary. No confirmed accident. No disappearance reported outside of the soap world. Crying Face. The sad news is fictional and rooted in real fan disappointment over how the show has sidelined his character. Many viewers feel he was forgotten or mistreated in the storyline, and that emotional loss is what fans are mourning today. Brain Soap note. If the bold and the beautiful writers don't address RJ's absence soon, fans may continue to feel this is one of the biggest unresolved drama threads in the show's recent history. Yahoo! In the world of daytime soaps, few departures have left fans as bewildered and heartbroken as the sudden vanishing of R.J. Forrester from the bold and the beautiful. For months, the question, where did R.J. go, has echoed across social media, and today, the news surrounding the character's fate is as bittersweet as ever. As of late December 2025, the sad news isn't just about his absence. It's about the cold, quiet way a legacy character was ushered off screen, leaving a void that the show is only now, perhaps too late, trying to fill. The mystery of the missing son. What happened to Joshua Hoffman? R.J. Forrester, Ridge Jr., the miracle child of the show's central super couple, Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan, returned to Los Angeles in 2023 with much fanfare. Played by Joshua Hoffman, this version of RJ was supposed to be the future of the Forrester dynasty. He was the bridge between the warring Logan and Forrester clans, a talented designer, a social media influencer, and the apple of his grandfather Eric's eye. But then the screen went dark. The sudden exit. Unlike many soap characters who receive a grand exit, a plane crash, a move to Paris for a job, or even a dramatic kidnapping, RJ simply stopped appearing. Fans noticed a series of red flags throughout late 2024 and early 2025. The opening credits. In December 2024, the show refreshed its intro sequence, and Joshua Hoffman's face was noticeably absent. The narrative black hole. RJ was deeply involved in a high-stakes romance with Luna Nozawa. When Luna was revealed to be a lunatic and a literal killer, RJ wasn't even given a scene to react to the betrayal of the woman he loved. The final credit. Hoffman's name last appeared in the show's closing actor credits on March 28, 2025. Since then, he has effectively been scrubbed from the canvas. The sad reality for a character who is the only biological child of the show's most famous